Hello, my name is Adolfo, and this is Life of Adolfo. Today I'm going to talk about why I'm returning back as a CCA in the post office. Like the title of my YouTube says, Life of Adolfo, that means that it's not always going to be about USPS, CCA, and so on. I like to make YouTube videos of things that are part of my life or things to help. With that being said, this video is about why I'm returning to the post office, what I'm doing to prepare myself, and things that I know they're going to happen, and I wanted to make sure that I was ready for that when I applied and when heading back. It's basically having a sheet code going to the post office for me and the things that I did so you see what I'm doing. So basically, the first thing is why I'm going back. I have a job. I work as a security officer. They pay $15.50. The post office pays $18. I applied elsewhere. Some jobs, one job was $20. Another one, I believe, was $18. But I felt that the ceiling was limited, meaning that after 20, I might only get 20, 21, 22, plus the retirement for that company. I'm going to retire in a longer period. So those are the things that I looked at when I went to apply to the post office. Second, I have a friend that went to another state and he applied again. He started again as an RCA. Started as a CCA. They're almost similar, but one is rural, one is city. And I got motivation. I got that little spark, but still not completely motivated. So what motivated me more is the way that the post office hires you. First thing you apply, next thing you know you take a test, next thing you know you have 3 days to accomplish one thing, then you have X amount of days to do your fingerprint, next thing you know you're just right there knocking at the door. And by that time they called me, they said, we're gonna hire you in 7-8 days. So that was, I believe, 2 days ago. So I got 5 more days to prepare myself. Now, what did I do? So first is why I'm returning. There's 4 major reasons, but you could say there's 2 major reasons, and then the other 2, I'm gonna explain them later on, not today, but I'll tell you when. The first main reason is a career. I am military retired. Having the extra pension is gonna help. Or adding, I'm not sure how it is, but in the post office, I heard that they keep on adding time for your federal work. Number 2, the extra pay. Even though it's not that much, 18 to 15, for people that don't know, $1 in a year, if you get a $1 pay raise, and we'll say it's 40 hours, that $1 is $2,080 a year. So $3 is $6,000 extra a year. That's the way you gotta see it. So that's the second reason why I got motivated to go back. The third and the fourth are more of a personal. Those are personal, but the other ones are more of me doing things to benefit me. And I'm gonna mention one in a month after 1 or 2 paychecks, and the third one on the 3rd or 6th months. Now, for people that are trying to apply, what am I doing to prepare myself? First, I'm walking now. I work as a security guard, like I mentioned. I do drive a golf cart, but now I'm walking. I'm trying to up-tempo my pace because I already know as a new CCA, I'm gonna be walking. So my average walk right now is 23 minutes a mile. Of course, I'm not walking the whole mile, but I'm trying to build that tempo. That is without a satchel. That is without me going to mailboxes. That's without all those things. So I already know I still got to build up the cardio and the speed. The second thing that I've been doing for the past month is working some overtime. Even though it's not going to be, the post office is going to be more strenuous, and the reason it's going to be more is because it's like over here I'm volunteering. Over there, I'm being volunteered to do overtime. I'm being told to do overtime over there in the post office. And my days off, I already know that they might not be my days off because they might call me to go to the plant, to go to the station and do a route. So those are the key things that I'm working on. The three other things that I was undecided if I wanted to go back is the mental, the physical, and the food. And the reason I say the food is because for some of you, and for me, even though my ex lives with me, I still cook most of my food because I'm very picky. And if I go to the post office, it's gonna be hard to cook sometimes. And for you, if someone in here is cooking or you have a significant other that you cook for, you might not have time on certain days because you're working so much and all you want to do is rest when you get to the house. The last time I was a CCA, I used to eat a lot of fast food. I used to eat in 3 regular fast foods because they're the closest, me driving home or me driving the RV. So I'm preparing myself on that area, on cooking for the whole week and so on, and trying to do. That's just a minor. Now, when it comes to physical, I have to prepare myself. Like once again, I said the cardio, the walking, the long walkings. I already know I'm gonna have blisters on my feet. I already know that. In addition, I already know I'm gonna be carrying parcels. So the physical thing is gonna be there. So I wanted to prepare myself that I'm gonna be ready for that. The third thing is mental. Mental because you're gonna be working a lot. And I don't know if you watch boxing or not, there's a boxer named Tyson Fury. And he was on Mike Tyson's podcast and he said that mental health will bring you to your knees. In the post office, it's a lot of mental. And what I mean with mental is that you're working and you're working and you're working. Sometimes your supervisor's going to be telling you things. And you have an option, quit or keep going. For me, when I quit it, I made a video about it. You could say that the supervisor played a role on it, even though he was new. And I'm not with backtracking what I said on that video, because if I backtrack, it's basically I'm trying to sympathize now that I'm heading back. But I do know that he was there like 2 weeks, so he didn't know the routes. And he gave me the hardest route, plus collection, plus auxiliary. I'm going to explain all those things in other videos, because I want people that are going to CCA, visualize it before they go there. Or if you're a CCA, you understand what I'm talking about. So mentally, I wanted to prepare myself. I wanted to prepare myself that I'm going to be working a lot. I'm going to be working physically more. For some of you, it's not going to be more physical. It's not going to be more hours. But the thing is I'll give you an example. I work security. Even though I work overtime, there's no, I got to finish this in X amount of time. A security guard is, I work an 8-hour job and call it a day. In the post office, it's an 8-hour job or maybe more, but the route and the mail has to be completed. That is the difference between both. And I know in the beginning I'm going to struggle because it's new routes. I haven't done it for 4 years. And I know, like I said about physical, comparing myself now to 4 years ago when I went there is, I'm older. I probably don't look like it, but I'm 45. Second, back then, the job that I had beforehand was burying cables, so I was physically more able to do the job on the walking and so on compared to now. So those are the reasons that I'm doing it when I'm preparing myself. If you're trying to go to the post office, prepare yourself. Do walking, time it, see how speed. You don't have to do a lot, but you have to see where you're at. Mentally, I want to be mentally ready. Before, little things kept on adding for me to quit. At the same time, I was going through a divorce. I'm not making an excuse, but everything adds up to the mental part. And those are the things you need to say. Also, I do have a spare room. There's times that I want to go sleep over there because I don't want to be bothered. That's another thing that I have planned out. I don't want a lot of noise in the house. That's what I told my ex. If I'm going to sleep, I'm going to go to sleep because I already know there's going to be days that I'm going to be super tired. And finally, one last thing that I wanted to talk about this. If you're planning to go, just like I'm going once again, and what I'm doing to prepare myself is cutting back on things. This is the way I see myself when I go back. I'm going to work out. I do have a garage gym, so I don't have to be driving anywhere. Eat and sleep. That's it. Those are my 4 things that I'm going to be doing. I know it's going to be like a robot, but it's understandable. Once you get your day off, you could cherish that day with your time, your hobbies, or with someone else that is in your house, significant other, kids, or so on. So those are my plans. Like I said, I already know I'm going to be working overtime. I already know it's going to be mental, physical. The food, I already know. And I know that doesn't seem a lot, but there's going to be times that I cannot eat at home. That I'd rather eat fast food because it's faster to cook. I'm not cooking it, and I'm just eating it. And I already told you 2 of my main 4 goals, the career and the extra pay. So hopefully you guys like it. I'm not going to fluff this video more. I'm going to make more videos on the way, the process, the test, because the test is different. I'm not sure if it's different because I reapplied, but the test is different. And I'm going to tell you everything that I see that I wish people would have told me the first time. And I wish I would have done things the way that I'm doing them now. So it's basically like a cheat code for me. And whatever I see, I'm going to bring it up so you can see it and prepare yourself. So thank you. Thank you for watching. And this is my first one out of my CCA. And this is my journey now. Thank you. Have a good day.